Hello and welcome to 10 Key Steps to an Effective PowerPoint Presentation. Also included are 2 special bonus tips just for you. I'm Rena Romano, your coach today. You may be a master at PowerPoint, but if not, I'm going to share with you tips that will help you enhance your presentation when using PowerPoint. You will pick up tips that will help you minimize the amount of slides you use, and I will share tips to help you get your message across simply and effectively. Also, you will receive tips to help you avoid the dreaded, "Oh no, not another boring PowerPoint presentation." I promise, if you follow the steps in this program, your PowerPoint presentation will be a success. But before we get to your 10 key steps and bonus tips, allow me to introduce myself and let you know a little bit about me. Before I started my company, Rena Romano and Associates, Speaking and Leadership Coaching in 2010, I enjoyed 18+ years in a successful career in the construction industry as a sales and marketing representative. During that time, I achieved and shattered many sales goals and was considered one of the top-ranking saleswomen in the state of Florida. I also did a lot of public speaking, conducting seminars using PowerPoint. When the economy turned in 2007, like many around the world, I was out of a job. Fortunately, I found my love for teaching and coaching effective presentation and leadership skills. I earned a qualification and became a certified world-class speaking coach. I realized that much of my past success in sales was due to effective leadership and, most importantly, communication skills. Now, my purpose is to inspire others to learn and grow and share what I've learned to help professionals just like you become better speakers and leaders. Great communicators become great leaders. I have a saying, public speaking isn't about being a perfect speaker, but it is about being an effective speaker. And just about anyone can learn to speak effectively if given the right tools. I deliver training to corporations, private entrepreneurs, and nonprofit organizations. My clients range from first-time speakers to senior-level executives who understand that communicating effectively can directly impact their careers. As your world-class speaking coach, I'm here today to help you gain tips for your PowerPoint presentation that can help you excel when you present. If you use the tips in this program, you can go from good to great as a presenter using PowerPoint. Okay, enough about me. Let's get to your program, 10 Key Steps to an Effective PowerPoint Presentation. When I work with clients and they want to use PowerPoint, I have them ask and answer for themselves 3 key questions. So I'm going to ask you today. Your first tip is to ask yourself these 3 questions, and I invite you to write each question down. 1, will PowerPoint enhance my presentation? If you answer yes or maybe, then think about how PowerPoint will enhance your presentation. I've seen it too many times, and honestly, I've been guilty of this myself. Just because PowerPoint is available, do you really need to use it? The second question is, ask yourself, will PowerPoint add any value to my message? Here's the problem with many presentations. We all have a lot of information to share, but our time can be limited, and by sharing too much information, it can confuse our audience. Here are 2 huge bonus tips for you. And your first bonus tip is, 1 presentation equals 1 message, 1 topic. What is it you want to communicate to your audience? What do you want them to think, feel, or do after hearing your presentation? What is the end result you're looking for? Concentrate on one message, one topic only. Too many messages in one presentation will confuse the audience. Keep it simple. Stick to one message, one topic per presentation, and you'll be a success. Your second bonus tip is use the 10-to-1 rule. For every 10 minutes you speak, make 1 point and back it up with 3 examples. I provide this 10-to-1 rule plus 9 more free tips as a gift to you in a downloadable PDF on my website. I will tell you how to get your additional 10 free tips before the end of this program. Remember, 1 presentation equals 1 message. Every 10 minutes equals 1 point with 3 examples. By following this 10-to-1 rule, it will help you eliminate and minimize the amount of slides you use too. Because time is limited today, before I wrap up, not only will you get information for your additional free tips, I will share information about a program we offer that can help you construct an effective presentation from beginning to end. Now for your third question. Ask yourself this: am I using PowerPoint as a crutch? What I mean by this is many professionals use PowerPoint as the presentation. When they do this, it keeps them from making a connection and engaging with their audience. Many professionals are confused and they think that PowerPoint is the presentation. I have to admit, in the beginning of my speaking career, I thought PowerPoint was the presentation, not me. I have also learned that my presentation is not about me. It is about what value I can offer to my audience. You are the presentation, not PowerPoint. PowerPoint is a visual aid to communicate. It's an aid in communication. It is not a substitute for it. After you decide on your main message or topic, it's imperative that you write your presentation first. So this is your second tip. Write your presentation first. Then decide if you need to use PowerPoint to show pictures or charts. Early on in my speaking career, I would arrange my slides, and then I would wonder, well, what should I talk about? I tried to write my presentation around the slides that I prepared. I thought the slides were the presentation. I've learned a lot since those early days. Today, I rarely use PowerPoint unless it will enhance my presentation or seminars. People come to hear you speak, not watch a PowerPoint presentation. This is where the 3 questions can really help you decide if and when PowerPoint will enhance your presentation. Also, it can determine how many slides you should or should not use. Another thing to consider, you could experience equipment failure. This has happened to me, so you should always be prepared to give your presentation without using your PowerPoint. Remember, you are the presentation, not PowerPoint. Your third tip is, a picture says 1,000 words, so why use text? A client of mine used this illustration in his presentation with bullet points next to the picture. It was difficult to read and listen to him. The bullet points were really unnecessary. He could have easily used the illustration to get his point across, which is proper posture prevents pain. Another example is using a picture to communicate a message. In helping another client rework her presentation, this slide is similar to her original slide, with text overlapping the picture. It was very distracting, and she did not deliver or have the impact she was looking for. Her message was not well received. Using the picture alone is sufficient. She is now using picture only to communicate her message, which is teamwork makes the dream work. She is now getting rave reviews for her presentations, and she only uses pictures, art, or graphics to help her tell a story. Next, let's discuss bullet points. So your fourth tip is to use bullet points sparingly. Using bullets is okay. However, keep them to 5 or fewer if possible, and try not to use 2 lines per bullet, as in this example. This is a lot of text, and it can be simplified to have a more dramatic effect. Try this instead. Less is more. It says the same thing with greater impact. Keep it simple and get to the point. It can help you achieve an effective presentation. Next, let's discuss how you can use video in your presentations. I am going to move from here and go straight to a video. So please enjoy these 3 key steps and enjoy this short video. You've decided that PowerPoint will enhance your presentation. Today we're going to cover 3 key steps to help you achieve an effective PowerPoint presentation. Most Western languages we read from left to right and top to bottom. So it's advisable, if at all possible, that you stand to the left of the screen, left of your audience. That way, when you're speaking and you have text on the screen, it will be easy to listen to you and follow what's on the screen. Another key step in having an effective PowerPoint presentation, please try to avoid turning your back to the audience. If you feel the need to turn your back and read to the audience, chances are you have too much text on your slides, or the font is too small, or you don't know your topic of discussion. Less is more. Less text means more of you connecting with your audience. They came to hear you speak. So use fonts that are large enough for the audience to read on their own. They don't need for you to read to them. You are the presentation, not your PowerPoint. They came to hear you speak. Less text, larger font will help you make a connection with your audience. Another key step in having an effective PowerPoint presentation, if you want to come out from behind the lectern to speak to your audience, be sure to use the B button on your computer. What do I mean? Well, the B button, as in blank. Hit the B button and your screen goes blank. Then you can come out and speak and make a connection with your audience. When you're ready to resume your slideshow, just reach over and hit the B button again. Or you may have a handheld device that you can use, and it has a blank button on it as well. Just hit that, your screen goes blank, and then you can speak with your audience and have that discussion, make that connection. When you're ready to resume, walk back to the lectern and hit that blank button again. Remember, if you want to come out and speak, be sure and use that blank button. Welcome back. Videos can enhance and add value to your presentation. However, keep them short. Anything over 5 minutes, you run a huge chance of losing the audience. You want to keep their attention. So try to keep your videos to 5 minutes or under. The video I just shared with you is just under 3 minutes. It is 2 minutes and 42 seconds to be exact. It gets to the point and giving you 3 key steps, which are tip number 5, if possible, stand to the left of your screen. Tip 6, avoid turning your back and reading to the audience. And tip number 7, how to use the B button to make your screen go blank. Your 8th tip is keep videos to 5 minutes or under. If you have a video that's longer than 5 minutes, try to reduce the time through editing. Only share what is pertinent to your presentation. Or if possible, cut your video into segments to show at various points in your presentation. But be careful. You want to get to the point. They came to listen to you, not watch a video. Let's discuss fonts. Tip number 9, be consistent with fonts. In this presentation, I used Arial Black in the title and Arial in the content. A note of caution here. PowerPoint offers many fonts and animations to choose from. Please try to avoid using too many. Using Arial fonts is safe and simple, and that's my point. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm a businesswoman with a message to share. If I try to dazzle the audience with PowerPoint, I know it would be a disaster, as it was in my earlier presentations when I began speaking. I used every font and animation available, and it was distracting. Try to avoid using script or other fonts such as Comic Sans too. They're difficult to read, so try to be consistent with your fonts. Tip number 10, be consistent when using caps. Try to avoid using all caps too. They're distracting and hard to read. In my titles, I use a cap in the first letter of each word, but not in my content. Well, I hope you've enjoyed these tips today. Let's have a quick review. Ask yourself 3 questions. Will PowerPoint enhance or add value to my presentation? And am I using it as a crutch? Your 2 bonus tips. 1 presentation equals 1 message, and use the 10-to-1 rule. Your second tip, write your presentation first. Number 3, a picture says 1,000 words. Number 4, use bullets sparingly. 5, if possible, stand to the left of your screen. 6, avoid turning your back and reading to the audience. And number 7, use the B button. 8, try to keep videos to 5 minutes or under. And 9, be consistent with fonts. And last but not least, number 10, be consistent with caps. If you use these tips, you can have an effective PowerPoint presentation. You should be able to use fewer slides and have more of a discussion with your audience. These tips can help you get to the point, help you make a connection with your audience, and most importantly, get your message across successfully. Remember, public speaking isn't about being a perfect speaker. It's about being an effective speaker. Now, earlier, I promised you an additional 10 free speaking tips, and I want to share my other programs with you. Go to rinaromano.com, and under the banner, you can input your information to receive your 10 free tips. Also available at my online store at rinaromano.com, I have available to download today my CD called Panicked Power. It has helped many of my clients, even those who have no fear of speaking, because it is packed with additional speaking tips that you can receive today. Included in the CD are 3 world champions of public speaking, and they share tips that help them achieve success when presenting all over the world. Also available, my new program, it's coming out late November 2013, Speak Effectively and Grow Your Business. This program includes 90 minutes of audio instruction, and 65 minutes is dedicated solely to helping you construct your presentation from start to finish. And it has additional PowerPoint tips that include how to handle handouts. In addition to the audio is a step-by-step action guide to help you easily construct your presentation from beginning to end. To receive notification of the release of the audio CD and PDF, go to rinaromano.com and get your 10 free speaking tips today. You will also receive my free monthly newsletter that is packed with additional speaking and leadership tips. As I mentioned earlier, my Panic to Power CD is available in MP3 format. You can download it today and receive extra tips immediately. Go to rinaromano.com online store and download your MP3 today for only $19.95. For more speaking and leadership tips, please follow me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. Go to my homepage and you will find all my social media links to follow me. If you're interested in coaching for you or your employees, contact me today through my website, rinaromano.com/contact. I am available to come to your location, or I offer virtual coaching using Skype. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's program. Remember, go to renaromano.com to get your additional free tips so that you can speak authentically, lead effectively, and achieve immensely.